Hi, this is Joseph here again to tell you the last part of my story. When I was able to interpret Pharaoh's dreams, my whole life changed. For the next 7 years, I collected 1/5 of all the crops. When the drought began, we were ready for it. I opened the storehouses and started selling the grain. People from nearby countries came to buy food, and my brothers were amongst them. I knew who they were straight away, but they did not recognize me. I expect a lot had changed in 10 years, nor would they have expected me to be the governor of Egypt. To test them, I treated them harshly. I locked Simeon in prison and warned them that I would sell them no more grain unless they brought their youngest brother with them. I would have liked to see their faces when they opened their sacks and found their money. It took some time for them to persuade my father to let Benjamin come down to Egypt. Reuben, my oldest brother, said, "If you don't bring Benjamin back, you can kill both of my sons." This was a silly thing to say, and my father ignored him. The family were becoming desperate for food, and when Judah, another of my brothers, promised to be responsible for him, my father finally agreed. On arrival back in Egypt, what a shock they got. Treated as honored guests, they were taken to my home and a great meal was prepared for them. They were surprised that their places at the table were marked according to their ages. When I first saw Benjamin, I was so choked up that I hurried outside to cry. During the meal, I made sure that Benjamin had 5 times as much as the others. Everyone had a good time. Later, when they were leaving, I ordered my servants to put my silver cup in Benjamin's sack. They had not travelled far when my servants caught them and arrested them. When the cup was found, Benjamin was arrested. My brothers were all upset and returned to the city. As they knelt before me, I said, "What have you done? Didn't you know I could find out?" Judah pleaded with me, explaining that my father would die of shock if they went home without Benjamin. He said, "Sir, I am your slave. Please let me stay here in place of Benjamin, and let him return home with his brothers. How can I face my father if Benjamin isn't with me?" I couldn't contain my feelings any longer. I sent my servants out and said to my brothers, "I am Joseph." At first they were too frightened to answer me, but I told them, "You weren't really the ones who sent me here. It was God.